Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. Take a look at that shot. That's impressive. We've got our regulars from Future Shop joining us, Alex and Jason here once again, and we've got some great product, but really what we're talking about, especially with you guys in Connect Pro, is getting people set up for the big games that are coming up. We have All-Star Weekend, and there's also that big game where there's lots of commercials. People pay a lot of money, and there's like a big halftime show.
So they play football.
They play football.
It's pretty insane. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's on February 5th, so it's pretty early. It's pretty early next month. It's usually later on in the month. And here at Future Shop, we're here to get you connected on everything. So we just finished with the Christmas season. Boxing Week was just absolute madness. And now people have all their gizmos and gadgets at home, and they want to connect it all. So we are the one-stop big game shop, which is pretty cool. Now you have all these sound bars, you have speakers, you have all these remotes, and we're going to talk about all of them, which is going to be pretty cool.
Do sometimes people also realize that they have all of these gadgets and they have all their new toys, but they don't even realize that they can actually talk to each other and work together?
Yeah, and you know what? Some people just have plain difficulty setting it up. I mean, Kurt was just talking to me earlier before about he's having a problem with his speaker setup, and now he's asking me questions regarding it, and I'm telling him get Connect Pro to set it up. So what we're actually going to be showing off on this segment now is the sound bar. A lot of people have surround sound systems, and those are a lot of fun, and they're kind of, you got wires, and they have wireless ones. This is a simple sound bar made by Samsung. There's Yamaha, there's a whole bunch of other brands that do it as well. So you can actually wall mount it if you want to. It's very simple. One or two cables, one to plug it in to the TV and one for power, and it can go really loud. Now, the really neat thing about this particular one is it actually comes with a wireless subwoofer.
I figured out what that is, by the way.
Yeah. So instead of connecting it up to your traditional receiver, it actually connects through Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool. It's very loud, very exceptional. And between the intermission and all your periods, with the big games, then we also have our gaming system. So Jason's going to show you about the Sony PlayStation that we have. And what game are we playing there?
Well, right now we're playing Madden NFL 12. So obviously during the big game, when the commercials are on, and you want to get playing a quick game before the big game gets kicked back in, then you can just pick it up and play with your buddies. And that's like Alex was saying, that's pretty much what Future Shop wants to do, is to make your experience at home, flawless. Take all the guesswork out of setting up everything and getting it all working so that your friends are all there. You're having some food, having some good times, and just having a blast. And that's what, like I mentioned, what Future Shop wants to ensure.
All right, so Jason, how does this work then? So people are right now, they're excited. They want to be able to do this. So how easy is it then for you guys to set up, appointments and be able to head in and see what it is that you're dealing with?
Well, essentially, you come into our store, and we have a scheduler. So our guys actually go into your house, and then we'll set up everything. We'll make sure that it's all connected, it's all integrated. So that's one big thing that we make sure too. It's not just for beginners or even the more advanced people, whoever want to take on the big integration projects, having their cell phones hooked up, their tablets all hooked up and integrated with each other. That's basically what we get into.
How often will you find that people think that they have all the components needed, but they're not figuring everything out because they might be missing one key thing that's going to help put it all together?
It happens all the time. People come in and they say, you know what, I need this one cable, I need an HDMI cable to finalize the connection, this, that, the other. One thing that we do a lot is cable hiding. So if somebody wants the big TV wall mounted, above a panel or something like that, get their sound bar, but you still don't want to have all those wires on the ceiling, then for sure, or on the ground, then you can have all the concealment of wires. It's going to be really simple for them to set it up. It does take some time, so we do book a fairly big window. They also calibrate your TV to make it perfect towards your lighting conditions.
Really?
Yeah. So,
but if you're able to do that, then it's good that you can hide the wires, because there's going to be at some point that someone's going to walk into the room and look at it going, what is all of this doing out? And
then eventually you got to untangle it. I mean, imagine the stress of all that stuff. But forget all that. I mean, Connect Pro can really make your life simple when it comes to connecting all your home theater stuff. Of course, we do all the computers. We do car audio installation as well. So that's very popular. What's huge right now is actually car starters. So everybody's familiar with that. They don't want to be outside waiting in the car shivering. They can get them for as low as $149.99.
Kurt's getting excited over this.
And I know that was one of the big gift items too for a lot of people, was getting those car starters. Okay, what are we going to focus on in the second segment?
In the second segment, we're going to show you how to get rid of all the clutter of remotes, which is pretty huge. So, you're going to have your cable or satellite remote. You're going to have your sound system. You're going to have other little accessories that you might have, maybe your Sony PlayStation. So how to get rid of it all. Some people have already heard of the Logitech Harmony, so we're going to get into that. And then we're going to get into media sharing.
Perfect. Sounds great. We'll be joining back up with Alex and Jason from Future Shop and Connect Pro. But first, we're going to be checking back in with Sarah Freemark, who's been checking things out at the bakery out in Kempville. Graham's Bakery.